Herkese merhaba. Ben Vedubox pazarlama ekibinden Meral. Hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Ee, Bugünkü webinarımızda video oluşturma aracı Powtoon'la ilgili konuşacağız. Biliyorsunuz Vedubox online eğitim ve iletişim sistemi olarak oldukça büyük avantajlar sağlıyor. Tabii ki bu sistemi kullanırken video içerikler üretmek de gerekiyor. İşte Powtoon tam olarak bu noktada devreye girecek. Dünyanın lider markaları video içeriklerini nasıl üretiyorlar? Bugün Powtoon ekibinden Adam Suissa ile konuşacağız. Hi Adam.
Hey there. How's it going?
It's good. How's it going from your side?
It's going great, thank you, and really happy to be here today on this webinar, and very much looking forward to it.
Great. We are really happy to host you too. How can we create amazing videos with Powtoon? What's your plan for today?
That's a great question, a big question. Today I would love to kind of let all the attendees into this world of engagement, visual engagement, and how they can use dynamic content and create dynamic content to engage their audiences inside the organization, outside the organization. So I'm going to be giving an insight as to how video is being used in companies today, across all departments, and how it's being used in-house to drive what we call the creator economy and to foster engagement.
That's great. So let's start.
Okay, so I've prepared a couple of things. I'm going to share my screen.
Great.
Hopefully everyone will be able to see that okay.
I can see it now.
Great. So, seeing as Powtoon is a visual and video creation platform, it makes sense to start with a video, a very short clip that will give you an insight as to what we are providing our customers in terms of a software platform. And in this video, we'll see how that's affecting specifically our learning segment. So let's take it away.
With Powtoon, L&D teams gain the flexibility to create all kinds of visual learning to increase training attendance and completion rates, bridge knowledge gaps faster, and relay essential information in a visual way. So how does it work? Easily create bite-sized videos, engaging tutorials, and professional courses with simple tools. Manage all your training materials and brand assets in one collaborative workspace, and effortlessly push content to your existing intranet or LMS. L&D teams love using Powtoon to create engaging videos for employee training, micro-learning, leadership development, peer-to-peer learning, digital transformation, and more. Now it's your turn. Use Powtoon to upskill and reskill your workforce with visual learning.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of the companies are focused on training their employees using videos, right? And I know world's leader companies are using Powtoon. Can you give us some examples?
Absolutely. Companies are using Powtoon's video platform to create videos in all kinds of different styles. So you can see here, for example, a video that's using animation for one style and creating cartoons with branded characters. This one is for deploying the kind of management philosophies. Sorry, one second here. So Amazon, for example. So what you're looking at here, I just turned the volume down, is essentially a piece of education content that's being deployed to instill the values and the culture of the management team. And it's using video and visual, and in this case, animation, to really drive the engagement and get that knowledge retained from all of the viewers in the organization that are exposed to this content. But other companies are using mixed media. So this, for example, is a video from a famous sports brand, Foot Locker, who are using video for diversity and inclusion. So in this case, using it to create content around diversity and inclusion in the workplace. And they're using mixed media here, where mixed media is when they're using, a little bit of real video footage that they have used and taken using our screen recording tool, and then adding lots of overlays on top using motion graphics, or in this case, whiteboard animation style. So there's lots of different examples coming out. There's more kind of like marketing style videos. This one from Facebook using real video footage together with pop-ups and stock video footage. And this is a video promoting the HR talent training camp at Facebook. So I'll play you 30 seconds of this.
Hi, I'm Miranda Kalinowski and I run global recruiting at Facebook. We're really excited to be welcoming you to Facebook in the coming days. You'll be joining us for Talent Camp, which is about a week long of training, trying to get you entrenched with the way we do things here at Facebook. We've got so much to do, making the world more open and connected, and we're just 1% done.
So as you can see, lots of different styles of videos coming out of lots of big companies here. I've shown you different topics as well, but we're going to dive deeper into some of these different areas of why might companies create videos themselves. So I hope that's given you a little kind of teaser for the different styles of videos being made in our platform.
Yeah, so they can use videos from scratch. They can use their own videos recorded, and they can use the vectoral items even if they don't have any video or footage, right?
That's correct, yeah. And hopefully on today's session, we'll have a little look at how they're using things like templates that we have in our library, branding that you can add into our library to kind of make the process of making videos a lot more straightforward and less complicated, because, let's face it, not everyone has a background in video creation, and most people don't. So yeah, one of the challenges that we help overcome is making it accessible to everyone, and making video creation something that can be enjoyable, creative, but also achievable to the non-professional. And we do a pretty good job at that.
Exactly. So mostly which departments are using these videos? I can see HR are mostly using it, but different departments are also creating videos, because I can see that it's really easy to create a video for everyone, for each department. So most of which departments are using them?
Yeah, it's a good question. And I will bring up a visual here that I think is quite useful. Let me just flick to that visual here. So I'm inside Powtoon at the moment, actually. So I think like the core divisions that we've seen using Powtoon, and there are many more, but the core divisions are the human resources team for things like HR communications, onboarding videos. We've seen some very interesting examples from some big companies, where one example would be where new employees that join the company have been invited to actually get access to Powtoon and use one of our employee introduction video templates to make a little video introduction about themselves, their background, what they're going to be doing in their new role at the company, and just something a little bit personalized and personal about, maybe their family or their hobbies. And then those companies share that video either on the company internal communications platform that they have, or maybe if they're using an LMS platform that also has a kind of engagement piece to it, they'll upload it there. And then it's a really great way for different teams in the organization, and also the new employees' immediate team, to get to know them, especially if you're working remotely or if you have employees in different countries. Sometimes you never get to meet your employee these days for months. And, there's only so much you can achieve on a Zoom call you know, to meet your colleagues for the first time. So making a little video, sending it out there, it's a really great icebreaker. And so that's one classic use case coming out of HR. There's also lots of onboarding videos, health and safety videos, you know, company cultures and value videos that HR are making. So the next big department is learning and development. That is a massive, massive customer segment for us. You know, upskilling videos, education content, product training videos, all being made in Powtoon by different departments or by the L&D team and instructional design teams as well. And then we have internal communications, massive, you know, important company announcements. You can make more than just videos in Powtoon. You can also make screen recording announcements and what we call GIFs, so little animations that you can put into emails if you wanted to send like an impactful email campaign. There are dynamic presentations as well that you can create in Powtoon. So internal communications is a big user of Powtoon for company updates, messaging. So that's like the internal use case. However, there's a big external driver that are using video as well. And obviously that starts with marketing teams who are making videos, cutting costs by bringing a lot of that in-house, you know, making video posts for social media, making little adverts. I should have said also, even human resources, sometimes posting job adverts on LinkedIn and platforms like that in video, instead of posting, you know, lots of text and boring written descriptions. So that's another way of HR kind of collaborating with marketing to promote, you know, new job opportunities in video format. Customer engagement is a big one. So companies that are, you know, focused around consultancy and have to engage with their clients and deliver projects. Also, a lot of the time, you know, communicating around complicated topics and subject areas with their customers as consultants requires a new way of breaking down information and showing that information in a way that's exciting, easy to absorb. So we do see a lot of consultants using Powtoon for customer engagement and connection. And that use case is also being replicated with partners as well. So there's definitely a partnerships, content marketing use case to video as well that's becoming more and more popular today. Partner academies, learning academies for partners to log into and access video tutorials. So, you know, hopefully that gives you a clearer picture of some of
Yes, exactly. By the way, our Vedubox users are also needing this kind of content, video content. So as you said, it's really easy to create videos nowadays, and it doesn't need to cost lots of money because it's really easy and everyone can do it. A little bit creative touch. That's all they need.
Absolutely. I mean, videos, you know, they can cost, again, it varies from country to country, but, you know, certainly in the US, you know, videos can cost thousands of dollars for a single video. And bite-sized micro content, you know, could be in the hundreds of dollars. But with Powtoon, you know, you can deploy licenses to your organization, to the different departments, to the learning team, and then, you know, they can make unlimited videos once they have access. So, you know, that's a really big value add.
Yeah. So these departments are facing challenges in workplace. How does Powtoon help powering engagement?
That's a very broad and good question that we think about a lot at Powtoon as we try and kind of, you know, tap into the needs of our customers. And I do have also some slides that kind of represent this a little bit. This is actually a bit about a little bit around our philosophy here at Powtoon. So it's quite relevant to what you just asked, I think, because clearly the last few years have been tough with on a personal level for employees who are, working remotely. And for some people, it works brilliantly. For other people, maybe not so brilliantly. We see a lot of kind of like segmentation between people that have little children at home and families, and they need to work remotely. And are their children going to disturb them? Are they going to run in and out of the room? And then on the other side, we see, young single people who suddenly have to work in a room all on their own all day. Where is that social interactivity? And when you add that together with things like digital chaos, so many platforms now we're logging into, WhatsApp and Facebook and LinkedIn, and you have your company chat channel and might be Microsoft Teams. Then you have Zoom meetings. And we just feel that with all of that digital chaos and communication overloads, nothing's standing out anymore. But if you start to use video more and incorporate that in your strategy, I think it really helps to break down some of those barriers, to really captivate the attention of people in the organization. And if you do it in a fun and engaging way, it can even bring people together. So, I think that's something we really kind of hone in on at Powtoon a lot, and like really enabling for that engagement to deliver impact. Engagement is a big thing, right? Because, what we've found is that where there is low engagement in an organization, it really, really creates a burden on the organization itself, right? From a cost perspective. And, there's high turnover as a result of low employee engagement. And so that costs organizations too. So it's not a straight line. There are lots of different factors here that spin off from a lack of engagement. And video is, one piece of many pieces in a company that can be put together to help increase engagement and reduce these statistics that we see of disengaged employees. By the way, I wanted to ask you, if that's okay, what is the situation like in the local market where you are with remote employees? Are companies still fully remote? Are they doing hybrid, or has everyone just gone back to work as normal over there?
We are almost nearly 100% remote.
Wow.
But some companies get back to work, but some are working hybrid. But online communication is really important for all the companies in Turkey and all individuals, actually, because they have the chance to work from other countries. And we don't make one-on-one meetings anymore. If even we are in the same city, we are making online meetings.
Yes, it's been a big transformation.
Yes, exactly.
In that respect. In fact, I was recently at a conference for the first time in 3 years with thousands of people in London, and it was just so surreal, just connecting with so many people live and in person. It almost feels like it had been something we'd forgotten. So yeah, okay, that's very interesting. Yeah, so I think those are some of the main areas that we're attacking, and trying to solve in terms of, boosting engagement, reducing some of that digital chaos, and bringing people closer together through the power of video and storytelling.
By the way, not only bringing them together, but teaching them something when they are on their own. And sometimes people want to watch things again and again. Everyone doesn't understand for the first time. Most of the people, I guess, don't understand what they see on the first time. So they want to watch again and again. For example, the orientation videos or other things, training videos. So they can watch them again and again. And it's really useful, I guess.
That's a really good point. Like even kind of pre-COVID, you might go into a room and there would be someone there to onboard you and deliver you an onboarding presentation. But then once you've left the room, you've got your notes, maybe you've got a PDF or something. Today, as you said, it's in video. You can watch it again and again. You can watch it in slow motion if you need to.
Yes.
That's a very good point.
That's what we are, the advantages of an LMS and an online communication platform, Wedbox, because you can archive everything. So you can use the videos for lots of people, the same videos. You don't need to make the orientations again and again. And if you are creating a creative video, and that's the best point, I guess. It's going to be enjoyable for everyone.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, we've all seen PowerPoint for too many years, right?
Yes.
If you can be different and differentiate that strategy, then you're already winning.
Yeah. Okay, so can we go through the interface? I'm a little bit excited about it.
Yeah, sure. We can do like, obviously there's a lot of tools here inside our platform. And so we'll, you know, go through a high level overview of Powtoon and
okay.
You know, some of the unique segments that I'm very excited to show you. So first of all, you know, when you log into Powtoon as a business, you get an ISO certified platform that you can brand with your company's logo. And for any creators that can come in here and start creating, they'll be able to have their own folders where they can manage all of the videos that they're creating. They can also share those folders with their colleagues and collaborate. You know, so you can open a team. Let's say I'm on the L&D team. I could create a folder for me and my L&D colleagues, and we can share videos or work on projects together. And the beauty of some of this is that when you make a great video, you can then give that template that you've just made or video that you've just produced to your colleague on the same team or even in another team, and they can use it as a baseline to create a new piece of content. So they don't always have to start from scratch. So you're almost building on each other's video capability and content to streamline that process and to continue to improving on whatever it is that you've designed. So I think that collaboration aspect is a big one that Powtoon delivers. You can obviously manage, you know, your organization here in different teams and for different users. So there's a management dashboard, which is pretty self-explanatory. And we are giving all of our business clients, you know, training, workshops, so that they can fully know how to use the platform. It doesn't take that long because we've made it quite an intuitive platform. So where do you start as a creator with Powtoon? If you're completely new to video, we've designed a template gallery full of templates that you can search in different styles and different subjects. And I'll show you that. But also you could start from a blank video. You can make videos in different shapes and orientations. If you're doing something just for mobile or just for Facebook, then you can, you know, select your canvas, as we call it. But if you see here, our template library, you can find templates in many different styles of video, because with Powtoon, you get a very, very rich library of content. When I say content, I mean you will get video libraries of video footage, image libraries, music, sound effects. It's all existing in our database here. So you can use it inside the templates or inside the videos you want to make. And you can upload your own images and your own content as well in addition. So some of
they don't,
yeah.
Sorry, so they don't used to have a Shutterstock account anymore, right?
I mean, you get all of that type of footage inside our platform. So it's a big value add. And these libraries that I've just described are, you know, in different styles as well. So each library, like for example here, this is kind of like a modern edge style. So these are some templates which you can use, and you can completely customize and edit these templates. Here's an example of a style. We call this style of animation modern edge. There's also the kind of whiteboard explainer style content libraries and templates. And then, but like I said, you know, it's not just all cartoons, right? So we have libraries that are based off stock video footage, like you just mentioned before. So here, for example, let me just browse through, just pick out a random one here. And let's play this. This is kind of more marketing-like. So all different styles of video. Now you can also search for templates either by subject area. So like you could search for all styles, and then you could search for knowledge sharing templates. So here you've got templates for training programs, new software training, change management. Of course, you can change the text and the content, or you can run a search like here. You could do, you know, cyber. If you type in cyber, it will pull in templates from cyber. You can imagine over the last few years, COVID was a very popular template. So you have templates here like let's keep our office safe. It's an internal communications announcement, or a training video around, you know, how to manage COVID health and safety procedures in the office. So lots of different templates. And our corporate customers have got a whole section here, which we call Powtoon Business Teams Templates. But for your company, you know, if your company was whatever, you know, Bank of XYZ, this would be Bank of XYZ business templates. These are templates that either Powtoon can create for you through our creative services template team, or you can create yourselves in the company and save them so that you have your own branded templates here. They are accessible, they are locked, and they allow for other creators in your company to come in, open them, and then start utilizing them to build on top of and making their own videos. So that's a little bit about our templates. I do want to show you the studio as well. So I opened up a template before. It was a whiteboard style template, but what you see here.
A question, yeah. Adam, sorry.
Yeah,
as we change to this screen, can we export these, as you said, I guess, GIF files or something like that? Can we export these as, yes.
Yes, that's a good question. So
PDF.
You have a link to a video page, because with our player page, you know, you can actually, you don't have to only play a Powtoon as a video if you don't want. I'll show you what I mean. You could play as a video, or you could also play it as a slideshow. And here, if you see, if I just go from slide to slide, then you're still playing a dynamic presentation, but you're actually having control over each scene. Just 1 second, sorry. So now you can, of course, switch that and play it as a video as well, which is basically ongoing. You just press play like this. And the same is true when you export. So in answer to your question, you could get links to a player page that you can share, but you could also download MP4s, presentations. You can embed, so you embed these in a course or in a website. And then I mentioned, you know, creating GIFs for email. So here, you know, if I like a particular segment of this clip, I can create a GIF like this, and then I can just download it and put it in an email and send it to all of my colleagues and all of my customers. And it's really adding impact when people open the email and see animation.
By the way, if we can export it as a PDF document, we can use it on our, for example, static documents, static JPEG files, and we can customize them on, for example, social media posts, so that we have the video and the static files So it's going to be very useful.
Yeah, that's also a very valid point. And you know, what you're seeing here, really, just to give you like an overview, is on the left, we've made it look very intuitive. So it reminds you of a kind of PowerPoint interface here. On the left, all the different scenes, but everything is, you know, video centric and dynamic. So first of all, you can save scenes and use them in other videos that you're making and develop your own library. In between every scene, there's like a really cool transition button here, and you can choose lots of cool different effects of transition that you might want. So you know, you might want to have, you know, like zoom in effects, or maybe waves, these kind of effects. I don't know if you can see them on the Zoom.
Yeah, it's from when you are skipping from one slide to another, right?
Correct. And that really adds to the whole video experience by adding in these little interlays between each scene or segment. You know, for the user or for the viewer, they feel like they're part of a video experience now, and not just a presentation, right? So that's something about managing those little transitions there. And then on the bottom is the timeline, where you manage the different elements on the screen. This is the canvas where you actually create your videos, and everything here can be completely customized and drag and drop. For example, change management. Now, I can upload my company's branding and my company's logo. I can delete things here. So if I want to change the color and I want to change it to my branding, let's say my color's blue, then not only, I don't have to just change the slide, but I could change this particular scene and slide. And then if I select apply to matching colors, let's take a bright color here, like this color. Then if I hit that button, over the next minute, it will change every slide in the entire flow of this template. Wherever there was black text, it will now be reflective of my brand color and automatically update every scene. You can change the text. So you can see I'm just writing something random. And then you can animate the text as well. You know, so you can have really cool animations like this, for example. Let's just do something random like this one. So now this text, which comes in here, if I play it back, you'll see something squiggling. And then the same is true with all these characters. You can change anything here. So I could change the pose of this character, you know, and I could make a character do something totally different. I could make it think, and I can change the size of this character. Now, remember, we have got massive libraries on the side here in all kinds of different styles: Modern Edge, Whiteboard, Real. And the libraries are including lots of different scenes, backgrounds. I'm going to show you what they look like in a second. Text, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of types of text examples that you can use, like this. And you just click on them, bring them into your video. If you don't like something, you can just delete it. So characters, you know, massive libraries of characters, and you can create your own characters as well with our character builder, which is a lot of fun. You can brand those characters, design, you know, all of the details of those characters, the hair, the face, the jaw, the clothes. So this is a really fun tool that we call the Powtoon Character Builder. It's quite detailed. So just to give you an example here, I made a Powtoon character that's reflective of one of our team at the company. So here's an example where I'm just bringing it up here on the screen. I hope you can see that. We've got the Powtoon logo on this character here. And then just to quickly go through the library. So we've got, in addition to the backgrounds and the character builder, we've also got lots of props that you can use, shapes, video libraries, images, music, and you can also record your voiceover tutorials here. And these come in different styles. So you can search for anything. So if I wanted to swap the background here of this scene, then I can search as well. So I could go, let's say I'm looking for a real video. I'll go for a real style and I'll swap the background and I'll search for, let's just type in sky. I'll type in sky, and then it's going to give me videos, images, you know, of anything associated with skies. Okay, so I will just pick something random now. Let's just put this one for now. It's an image. So already, you know, I'm starting to customize this template really quickly, and I'm making it my own, and I've basically put in no effort. So that's one of the beauties of Powtoon, is you can do things pretty quickly once you get the hang of it. And then something I wanted to add here as well is that as you're building your Powtoon, you can preview it always here and kind of just check how you're going along. Now, one more thing, you know, we've got such large libraries here of scenes and stuff. So even if I started a blank canvas, if I was making some medical training, for example, and we have a lot of medical customers, I could search for a hospital, type in enter, and it's going to give me, you know, all these different scenes. So I'm already in a hospital. I just click on the scene and then boom, you know, here I am, I'm in a hospital. Okay, now I can start customizing the characters or making them do different things, you know, so we can make this person walk from one side of the screen to the other. So let's have this person let's scroll down and have this person walking. Okay, so this person is now walking, and we could just do, let's get rid of these for now. There's a selection here called animate from A to B. So I can make her walk just like this quite quickly. And if we press play, you see how she walked across the screen. So there's so much you can do with Powtoon. It doesn't just have to be video. Remember, I mentioned earlier, we have templates here for presentations too, like these ones here that you can search in our library if you wanted to just make a dynamic presentation. And if that wasn't enough, we have our screen recording tool, you know, so you can like record a message and record your screen or just your screen and say, hey, everyone, you know, today's training session is about health and safety in the workplace, you know, and then you can have your video playing in the background. So there really is quite a lot that you can achieve from just one platform, which is one of our unique value propositions.
They look all great.
Yeah, I could go on, but I think, you know, given the nature of time here, I'd be interested to know if you have any questions or if the audience have any questions.
Not really, I guess. So thank you, Adam. Do you have any additional things to say? It was a really great training for us. It looks really enjoyable and powerful. So thank you a lot. Yeah,
sure. You know, if I could add one or two things to summarize here, I think, you know, if the company that you work for is looking for innovative ways to deploy engagement and to deliver impact with customers and also with the internal customer, so with employees, in whatever work that they're doing, marketing, communications, learning, onboarding, knowledge retention is another big one, then Powtoon, I think, offers a lot to an organization. And, you know, obviously we're more than happy to answer any questions. Feel free to reach out with me, to me directly, or through you at VeggieBox. You know, I'm sure you'd be more than happy to help as well if anyone wanted to kind of deep dive this for their organization.
Thanks a lot. It was a great session.
Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure.
Okay, so I'm going to turn to Turkish.
Okay.
Evet, katılımınız için herkese teşekkür ederiz. Vedubox kanalından sorularınız olursa bize ulaşabilirsiniz. Sonraki webinarlarda görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.